Hey y'all, it's Deanna Jean, your collab queen. And experts come to me when they are ready to enhance their visibility, their impact, and their revenue. Hey y'all, it's Deanna Jean, your collab queen. And experts come to me when they are ready to enhance their visibility, their impact, and their revenue. But the experts that I work with, they want to do that by collaborating with other experts, and we do that in our Success Tribe. Sound like your jam? You want to go ahead and join us in our Success Tribe group? Just go to thesuccesstribe.com, and we can't wait to see you there. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? We are back here for another amazing installment. Y'all, it's Deanna Jean. Y'all know I'm your collab queen. And I'm always going to bring you the very best experts in each industry because we truly believe that collaboration and co-creation are so much stronger than competition. And I'm excited because I have the opportunity today to introduce y'all to someone that I actually met on social media a couple of months ago. Y'all, Eric King is here. Show some love to Eric in the chat. Eric, what's going on?
How you doing? It's great to be here.
I am so glad that you are here. Eric, please introduce yourself to the group. I know we're streaming on my platform, your platform. So tell folks about who you are and who you serve.
Okay. Well, I'm Eric F. King. I'm a sales and leadership coach. I've been a sales and leadership coach for over 15 years. So those years, I help entrepreneurs to sell their offers without being pushy or salesy. And now what I focus on is actually helping entrepreneurs speak on bigger stages. So I help them hit 6 and 7 figures by speaking on studios, like studio and studio rooms. And that's my focus is right now.
Wow. Okay. So I love, there's so much to unpack already, y'all. First of all, say hey to Eric in the comments. Let us know that you can see us. Let us know that you can hear us, and let us know where you're popping in from. So Eric, you mentioned you're 15 years plus in sales. So yes. Talk to us about what was going on in your world where you decided that you wanted to pivot from that 15-year sales career into doing specifically what you're doing now with entrepreneurs.
Okay. Well, actually, it happened by accident, but I always said nothing happens by accident. There's a reason, right? So I do a lot of events online. Okay, I've done summits, seminars, things of that, webinars, a lot online, and I decided that I want to speak in a studio. Okay, like Anthony Robbins, Lisa Nichols, people like that, right? So, but I found that it's hard to get on their stages. If you call up Anthony Robbins, he probably won't put you on his stage.
Right? Tony Robbins doesn't have a drought of people who want to be on his stage. Right, right.
So I found a way to create my own stage. And I did an event, and I probably 8x'd my number of prospects, 8x my income, my clients. I mean, it was incredible. And what I found is a lot of the people that ended up joining my coaching, they've been following me before, but after they saw me in the studio, they realized that I guess they figured I was better than they thought that I was, and then they joined. So I was like, and I'm always a believer that if you help enough people get where they want to go, you'll get to where you want to go, right? So I figured, I'm going to bring some people with me. I want to introduce some people and put them on stage, and the same thing happened. So that's how I pivoted, and I'm really helping entrepreneurs do the same.
Wow. Yo, we're talking to Eric King, and Eric is talking to us, and we're having a conversation around how you can leverage collaboration for sales. And what I appreciate about what you mentioned, Eric, and you and I spoke, there's so many different similarities in both of us having sales background, training, coaching sales, but then in coming into entrepreneurship and really deciding to create our own stages, creating maybe what we didn't see as being accessible to the everyday heroes to the people who we know are tremendously talented. But let's be honest, when you have those bigger stages with those very popular people, with those people who have a ton of visibility, there's a lot of competition that comes from that. So I love that you decided to focus on, all right, I know my worth. I know what I want to do. I'm going to go and I'm going to create that. What do you think prevents people sometimes from doing that? From instead of like going after other people's stages, joining other people's things, to actually saying, you know what, I want to be the architect of this.
Well, it comes down to fear. Most people just have the fear.
Mhm.
It's easier to call somebody up and say, well, and ask permission to get on their stage
Yeah.
than to create your own. When speakers come to speak on my stage, they fly in. They stay in a hotel, right? There's I buy them dinner, I buy them lunch. There's a lot. Then you know about this. There's a lot
Hmm.
of investment that goes into it, right? And people are all looking up to me to make it happen. So some people don't want to be in that position. I mean, you and I don't mind. We love it, right? We live
Yeah.
for it. But
Yeah.
most people do not want to be in that position. It's like conforming to the norm. They want to do what everybody else does, but not really do anything risky.
Right. So I feel that. And I also think a lot of times you look at it and it seems so much more intimidating than actually taking action and figuring out how to get it done. Right.
Yes,
Like
yes,
it's a lot easier. I find the things that have been hardest for me to do in life have actually been more scary and more improbable in my head than when I actually went out and started to do it. Right.
yes,
When I started
yes,
doing like, wait, no, I'm putting one foot in front of the, okay, here's the next thing. But in my mind, there are so many barriers. There are so
yes.
many obstacles that would prevent me from taking action. And my experience has been that the ideas and the barriers that I had in my mind were much stronger than in reality what happened when I stepped out there and I actually created my own thing. Have you had that similar experience?
Absolutely, 100%. It's never as bad as you think it is. I literally tell people, when you think of an idea, number one, don't ask everybody under the sun because
Hmm.
people will talk you out of it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then don't think about it too much, or you'll talk yourself out of it, right? Right.
Exactly.
So successful people, they are quick to make a decision, right,
Mm.
and slow to quit. Quick to make a decision,
Mm.
slow to quit.
I
But
love that.
unsuccessful people take forever to make a decision. They have to talk to their mom, their cousin, their professor, everybody. Like, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Right? And then once they decide to do it and it doesn't work out, they're quick to quit. So you
Mm.
just have to decide where you want to be. That's all.
Which side you wanna be.
Which side you
I'm
want
a
to be.
I'm gonna borrow that, Eric. I love that. Successful people are quick to take action and slow to quit.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. Y'all, we're talking to Eric King, and we're talking about how to leverage and create more sales through really the art of collaboration. So, Eric, you decided that you wanted to start doing these in studio events, right? Um,
Yes.
what was the next step? Like, I'm sure that for me, when we decided that we were going to do things like in person international retreats, even when we decided that we wanted to launch the Success Tribe Network, the thing that helped me diminish fear was actually surrounding myself with people who knew a little bit more about the things that I didn't know so that
Yes.
we could get it off the ground. So what role has collaboration played for you getting these in studio events off?
Well, first of all, you have to find people that are doing what you want to do. Okay.
Mhm.
So even though I couldn't find someone that was actually doing this specific, a studio room, I was able to go to, people that own the studio and find out more about it. Right. So I was able to go there to learn about the process because I've been speaking for many years. I've spoken on stages in front of thousands of people, but there's a difference between speaking in front of a live audience and speaking in studio. Right.
Yeah.
So in studio, even though you see all these people on Zoom, it's quiet. Right?
Right.
I'm
You're
like,
not
nobody's
talking
talking.
back.
It's just me. Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
It's different. So it's a different world. So you have to, you have to actually go there and learn how it works. Because the interesting thing is the people that come and speak on my stage, they're asking me for advice on how to speak in the studio. So
Wow.
if I didn't do it myself, it would be hard for me to give them advice.
That's right.
So
That's
I
right.
had to go in and invest and do it myself.
Do it yourself, invest, right? Investing to upskill. We
Yes.
talk about all the time how you're either going to pay in time or you're going to pay in money,
Yes.
right? And another indicator for me, where you talked about like, decision making and all that, a great indicator for me of successful people has been that really successful people will pay to buy their time back every day of the week, twice on Sundays,
Yes.
right? It's like they look at it and they say, okay, is this investment going to give me back time? Is this investment going to accelerate my path to success? And
Yes.
that's what they'll invest in before they ask for a discount, before they try to get the less expensive option.
Hmm.
So, I mean, I feel like that's important too, because when you think about collaboration, you want to make sure that you're collaborating with people who are accelerated in the area that's going to push you forward faster.
Yes. Yes.
So, if people are watching this right now and they're saying, okay, like I get that and I understand, this is a collaborative effort, but how will being at this in studio event get me more sales? Talk to us a little bit about some of the experiences that people have had who've
Sure.
come to these events.
Yes. So a lot of my speakers have told me that number one, people see them on a different with a different light, basically, right?
Mm,
And they're getting more people contacting them. They're getting more people that want to learn more about what they do. Okay. And also, if you think about it, they meet with each other too. So they end up collaborating with other world class speakers. So I call
mm,
my speakers world class because you have to be world class to be on my stage, right?
yeah.
And they end up collaborating and working together. So that allows them to speak in front of even more people to become more visible because
Mm.
each of them have an audience, right? And then when they work together, both audiences are seeing what they do. So yeah, it leads to more sales, obviously more income, more notoriety.
Yeah. I really appreciate that you mentioned the piece about people coming there, and obviously they're coming there to create more visibility for themselves. They're coming there to be able to create more sales for themselves. But I love that you mentioned that that is also where people come and actually find like-minded people. And because of the fact that through your targeting process, through your vetting process, through your funnel in some ways, right?
Yes.
You are bringing together people who probably really should know each other anyway,
Yes.
because they make buying decisions in a similar type of way. They're all experts. They all want to speak. Um, so there's just a natural match there to
Mhm.
find people that you're going to want to do more things with when you get there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's something that we see people experience a lot as well. We see them experience that a lot in our 3G collab sessions, which is like our virtual take on networking. You've been to one of our 3G
Yes.
collab sessions
Yes. I
before.
loved it. Yes.
So there, but then also my experience has been that when you have the in-person events, when there's an opportunity for a really targeted group of experts to get together in person to create lifetime value by creating more visibility for themselves, but also by being in the room with other experts, there is a lifetime value in that.
Absolutely. It's yes. It's priceless. It's
Right.
priceless. One of the things I do is we everybody stays in the same hotel, right?
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's a luxurious hotel right on a golf course, and we meet, right, and we just talk, and it's incredible where we don't actually plan what we're going to say,
Yeah.
but as we start talking, everybody's getting value. People are
Yeah.
really some people are taking out their phones and say, "Can you say that again?" And that right, it's amazing, the power of the mastermind, right?
Yes.
And then we do that when we go to dinner as well because we all go to dinner, and so you learn so much by being in that room, and
Mm,
you learn way more than you would if you just went to a webinar or something because people
that's
say things one to one that they'll never reveal on a webinar to everybody.
that's right.
you know
That's right. You do. Absolutely the webinar, but also my experience has been that there's just so much more valuable for me in those more intimate settings.
Mhm.
when you know that you can sit down and be able to talk to the organizer of the event, to the people
Yes.
who are going to be speaking at the event in a very casual way
Yes.
that then creates and generates all of these amazing ideas and relationships. I agree with that 100%, and I think that that's why action takers, invest in masterminds,
Yes.
right? To
Yes.
be able to have those intimate moments that in many instances are not on the program, right?
Yes. Yes.
But they're happening for us. That happens when we go to our retreats. That happens by the pool.
Hmm.
It happens by the bar. The conversations that just organically pop up when we're on our way to an excursion. When people are waiting to be served at dinner.
Yes.
Once you get to a certain point in your business where you're ready, making money, you have clients, and you want to start to do things easier, these intimate settings are really going to bring about really great opportunities to build relationships that will lead to the next sale as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely.
All right, good. So you have these audio events that are coming up. When is
Studio
your
events.
next one? I'm sorry,
Studio.
studio events that are
It's
coming
okay.
up.
It's okay. It's
When is
okay.
your next studio event?
Yeah. So the next one is in July. We're actually going to boil down the date in the next week or so. It's going to be in July. But if anybody that follows me will see it at all. So I'm going to be
Mm,
releasing all the information very soon
cool.
for my speakers, for potential speakers.
Very cool. And if somebody is watching this right now and they're saying, all right, how do I know that I'm a good fit for Eric's next in studio event? Tell the
Okay.
people how they can know if it's a good fit for them or not.
Okay, very good, very good. So number one, you have to have experience speaking, right? You have to be an experienced speaker. Some people say, "Well, Eric, I just started, and I haven't really done a lot of speeches." Then it's probably not for you.
Mm,
But someone it's really for people that want to go to another level. So they've been speaking, maybe at summits, maybe at different events, but they really want to take their business to a whole new level. Okay,
mm,
that's very important, and you have to believe that you're worth it because it's not cheap, right? It's a
mhm.
premium offer,
Yeah.
and it's a premium offer for premium people, right?
Mm,
And you know how that works, right?
I do.
It's for people that see the value in themselves of going to
Mm,
the next level and are
yeah.
ready to make that investment, right? And
Yeah.
like I said before, when I started out, I had to make a huge investment because you have to pay for everything in advance before you start.
People don't
People don't
realize
understand that.
people don't realize that.
Yes, it's all
With the
it's paid.
retreat,
Whether anybody shows up, you've already paid. The
you on the
studio's
hook.
paid. Like, yeah, they don't care.
You are so I'm so
So
glad you brought up
yeah.
that point,
So
right?
yes, yes. Naturally, I'm looking for people like that. People that have that entrepreneurial mindset that yeah, I'm willing to invest, right? And when
Right.
people book a call with me, I put it right there. If you're not willing to invest, this is not for you, right?
Right.
It's not for you because I don't. What I do is premium. It's not cheap, right? Right.
Right.
But it's for people like I said that believe in themselves and they want to go to the next level. So
Yeah.
that's the main criteria. Another criteria is you have to be known for something,
Okay.
right? So, like for instance, if I'm looking for a mindset coach, and someone says, "Yeah, well, I'm a mindset coach," but then I go to their website or their banner and it says, I do mindset, I do Bitcoin, I'm a part-time barber. Like this is all great, but you
Right.
don't qualify to be on my stage as a world-class speaker if you're doing, 4 or 5 different things, right?
Mm.
So you have to be known for something.
You gotta be known for
Because
your
I'm
thing.
putting you in front of I have a big audience, right? A big email list and everything. So I'm putting you in front of my audience as an expert in something, right? And I give an
Mhm.
award to you on stage. I give my world class speakers an award. Yes.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay. So gotta be known for something.
Mhm.
Have to be confident and feel like you are worth it because obviously it's a premium offer, right?
Yes. Yes.
Because you're going to get a premium result.
Yes.
Okay.
And you have to
So,
have experience speaking.
and you
Experience.
have to have the experience in speaking,
Yes.
which, yeah, goes without
Yeah.
saying, right? Because
Yes.
you don't want this to be the first time. that you
Absolutely,
get in front of
yes.
an audience.
Exactly. And the way I look at it, why pay for something where you're not ready for it? And
That's
you
right.
get there, you're on that big screen. We have those jumbo zooms, and you're scared to speak, right?
Mhm.
It's not good for the speaker, right? So I won't want
Right.
to put anybody in that situation anyway.
Right. And I would say too, a good indicator of if you're ready, because we do this with the retreats too, right? A good indicator if you're ready is that for me is that you have to look at what the investment is and you have to ask yourself, if I were to get 1 to 2 clients from this, would this cover the investment?
Exactly.
Right? So like for us, our retreats range between 5,000 and $7,500, right? If you don't have at least a 7 to 10K offer that you've sold,
Yes.
right? And that you're clear on, that people are getting results from, then for you to drop 5,000 to $7,500 on our international collab experience is going to create some stress for you,
Exactly.
right?
It's an expense, not an investment when you
And
do it in that case.
exactly. And what you want to be able to do is when you're looking at these premium offers like Eric's in studio event, like our collabs international experiences, you have to be able to see it as an investment. And if you feel like I have to convince you of the investment, like if I have to explain to you and convince you of how you're going to recoup that investment, it's probably not a good
It's
fit for you.
probably not good. Yeah,
You
exactly.
should have a path.
Yes, absolutely.
You should
Absolutely.
have a path. Okay.
And
So,
yeah, yeah.
how
And
about
I even say, I mean, I'm a sales coach, but that's one thing I do not sell. I actually do not sell this. It's a VIP studio
mm,
speaking experience. I do not sell it. Why? Because you have to believe in yourself, and you have to make the sacrifice to show up.
yeah,
Right. So I'm not selling jeans, right? Right. This is
right.
you. So I don't sell this. Did you either you want, if you want to do it, you do it. If not, perfectly all right. I do not sell this.
But that's a really good lesson too for people who are watching this and saying, I want to attract more premium clients. I want to be able to have more people in my premium offer. That's a really good, example is that at the premium level, you don't sell it. People are attracted to it, right?
Yes.
Like people should feel really excited about partnering with you
Mhm.
around premium offers because they see the path to the ROI. They see the path to that next level there. So that's important. That's definitely
Yes.
important. So, Eric, if somebody's watching this and they're saying, okay, I aspire to be there right now where Eric is. I aspire to be in one of Eric's in studio events within the next 6 to 8 months. I don't quite meet the criteria yet. In these sessions, we love to give people actionable, doable strategies that they can take to be ready, right?
Yes.
To be in a position where they are ready. Can you give us 2 to 3 things that somebody who's watching this and they have the will, and they may even have some of the skill, but they're not quite the fit yet?
Mhm.
Can you give us a couple of strategies, put on
Sure.
kind of your
Sure.
coach hat a little bit, and give us
Sure.
some things that people can do to get ready?
Yes. Well, first of all, get good at what you do. Become
Mm,
an expert, right? Stop chasing several rabbits, right? And and say, okay, this is what I'm going to get good at. I'm going to be known for this, right? So niche down, become good at something. Okay.
mhm.
So that's number one. Number two, you want to be able to create a high ticket offer. You said it yourself, right? You want to be able to create a high ticket offer. It benefits you more to get on stage when you have a high ticket offer, because
Mm,
even if you're not selling your offer on stage, the people that will connect with you either through your free ebook or your challenge or what have you, when they connect with you, if you get 20, 25, 30 people to connect with you, and you have a $5,000 offer, you're gonna you're gonna do pretty well, right?
yeah.
After they see you on stage, right? So you want to create a high ticket offer. Okay.
Mhm.
And then you want to get experience speaking, right? I understand if someone says, okay, I don't have experience now, But a year from now, I won't understand if you say the same thing, because now you have
That's
time,
right.
right? So get out of your comfort zone and get on stages. Start
Mm.
with on podcasts, right? You can start with podcasts, then you can get onto some summits, and then you can go from there to an in-person speaking engagement. But get get the experience. Um, it's a learned skill. Anybody can learn how to speak. And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times people think, oh, I have to be born with it. No, you don't. I was actually very shy in high school. Like, people from high school see me now and say, how did you, like, you're a different person. It's because I put myself out there,
Yeah.
and I just got better.
Those are so great and actionable. Um, Create that high ticket offer, right? Get comfortable and give yourself the opportunity to be doing more speaking, practicing the skills, putting yourself out there. I agree. There are so many opportunities now more than ever to speak.
Yes.
There literally, I looked at my timeline today. I want to say there were no less than 6 virtual summits that were being promoted.
Yeah.
People want you to come and speak, especially if you have an area of expertise, right?
Yes. You have to have an area of expertise.
You have that area of expertise and you haven't been speaking yet. Start to put yourself out there, and there will be no shortage of people who want to hear from you. I love that you mentioned podcasts. And again, I think this is another situation where you can also create your own stage too.
Yes. Yes.
Commit to going live once a week on your page.
Yes.
Practice the skill. It's only going to get better and better the more. It's like a muscle.
Yes.
The more and more that you use it. I know you play sports, you play soccer. It's the same
Yes.
thing, right?
Yes. Yes.
Practicing the drill, doing it over and over and over again. That consistency is going to beat out, honestly, um that innate talent in many ways.
Yes.
Especially somebody who's talented but they don't practice, right?
Yes. Absolutely.
So I think that those are really, really great strategies. Those are awesome. Last question that I have for you right now. Of course, we want to make sure that people know that we're talking to Eric King. Eric does these amazing in studio events. His background is in sales. So when you come to this event with Eric, you know he's going to be setting you up for success, not just in what's happening on the stage, but he's curating this event in a way to create value through the other people that you're going to be connecting with inside of the rooms, the way that he's going to be promoting you and promoting the work that you're doing. And he is sharing with us some strategies to create more visibility for yourself through collaboration. So this is great. I'm so excited that people have the opportunity to learn more about these events and to be able to join these events. Um, Last question I have for you. How can people stay connected to you to learn more? Because I know you're going to be showing more about what's been happening at these events recently. So, how
Yes.
can people stay connected to you and make sure that that information comes across their social media and their timeline?
Okay. So, well, I am on almost all social media, right? The main one I'm on is LinkedIn. So, Eric F. King in LinkedIn. Follow me on LinkedIn. I'm also on Instagram, Eric F. King, and YouTube. YouTube. So I do videos every day. I do videos every day. So you'll find me there too. And what I'm going to do, if you're on here today, I'm posting at least 1 or 2 pictures of our last event right after this call. So
No.
yeah, I'm gonna, yeah, good. So you'll see it, and then you will see when we'll do our next one. It'll be obvious, but yeah, just follow me on those platforms.
Yes, y'all make sure to follow Eric. And you hear what he mentioned. He is a student of his own craft. So he's still going live and posting videos every day. He's still making sure that he's keeping himself visible and also that he's continuing to practice this science of speaking. And then he's been doing it for a while. So now he's throwing some of the art in there as well. I love the idea of taking these smaller spaces and leveraging them to get onto bigger stages.
Mhm.
So I appreciate so much, Eric, you come in and share more about that. And if you yourself are saying, listen, I want to be connected to more people like Eric, I want to be able to be in a space where there are other experts and thought leaders that does not overwhelm me, but that gives me the opportunity to be in an intimate space that has a large impact, then you definitely need to connect with me about joining the Success Tribe Network. We actually have our signature collabs international experience. We're going to be in Jamaica this time next week.
Wow, that's amazing.
We're going to be in Jamaica this time next week. So if you're watching this and you're like, I want to go to Jamaica, you can't come with us because it's too late. We're sold out, right? Because we're leaving next week. But if you really are saying, you know what, Deanna, you know what, Eric, I really like this idea of getting into a space that has been curated to create lifetime value around collaboration, being in a room with experts, then hit me up and we can talk about our October retreat, which is going to be coming up in the next several months. And we just opened up our ultra early bird access for that retreat. So now's a great time to connect. But no matter what, y'all, make sure to connect with Eric. Tell him that you saw him here with Deanna Jean, your collab queen. Eric, thank you for doing this. This was so awesome. And I'm just super excited. I'm going to be looking out for those in studio events as well. Anything that you want to leave us with?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me. I follow you, and you do such a great job with your tribe. And I'm going to be on one of those trips, so count me in. I'm good.
We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen when the timing is right. Absolutely.
So I guess what I would just tell everybody is, if you do want to be part of one of my upcoming studio events, then reach out to me. And if not, if you're not even ready for it, that's fine. But start working on yourself. Start working on yourself so that you can get there. Because, like I said, it's a learned skill. No one's born with it. You can do it. Everybody listening to this call right now can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great way for us to leave out. Thank you again so much, Eric. Thank you, everyone. And we will look forward to seeing y'all again really soon. Make sure to hit Eric up, y'all. We'll see you soon.